Okay guys, I'm doing one now on the other hybrid I made, which is the rights violation. I'm not going to explain the crown thing again because I did that in the government policy one, so if you understand what that crown, picture of the crown symbol is, please go to the one on the government policy. It'll explain that there. What this one is, it's an all-encompassing one. It is still a hybrid, so you've got the option of being a cover letter, rebuttal, or an open letter, once off, but it can be given to anyone. It can be given to anyone in the legal profession, you know, whether they're a barrister, a magistrate, a judge, you know, a high court justice, anything like that, down to a court clerk or a registrar or someone who actually just works in the courts, the state courts. You can hand it to them. Medical practitioners, you know, anyone in APRA, for example, you know, any of these so-called governing bodies, whether it's WorkSafe, you name it, right? Centrelink, anything like that. It can be a private operator who's, you know, enforcing things on you that they don't have the right to do, anything that violates your rights. So it could be just, you know, somebody who's running their own business, who has staff members, but they're actually bullying them into do things that are immoral. So it can range the whole gamut of anything you can encounter that violates your rights. That's why it's to do with rights. Again, you've got the option as a cover letter, if you're doing notices, a rebuttal again to a ramping up of a demand, or once off, right? So you just delete which one, the two that you're not using it as, and just keep the one. Obviously take out the red part as well, and just keep in anything that's in black. Obviously the yellow bits are all the editable parts that you shove in. So I'm just going to read the first sort of key part here about defining what a right is, because it's really critical to know what that is, because that sets up the entire letter. The rest, it's 5 pages, guys, so you know you can grab bits of it. It's a pretty heavy read. It might take you a while to fully understand it, so you might want to take just bits out and just make your own letter, right? But the principles are all the critical things in there. So I'm only going to, for the purpose of this one, I'm only going to define what a right is, and I'm going to read that bit. A right is any action that does not initiate a loss or harm to any other sentient being. Therefore, actions that preserve and advance the quality of life are inherent rights. So what we're setting up here is anyone who makes any demands on you will always claim some kind of right to do it, and they will claim it through legislation. Whether it's a medical practitioner, they'll say, wow, that's just what the government says we have to do, you know, like it's legislation. It's legislated. That's the law. That's what they'll say. That's what they'll use as their defense, right? So we're setting that up first so they can't actually go back and dispute it. And then it goes into the 1215 Magna Carta. Obviously everything we do here, it all comes back to that, because if we don't understand how we are being violated on the macro level, we can't actually get to the work of working on ourselves to improve ourselves to be more in alignment with who we truly are. We need to stop the violation and the trauma inducing it, and that comes at the macro level. So this is about making sure that all of us getting behind this. The more people that do this, the more chance there is that this is going to have an impact. It's not going to be 1 or 2, it's going to be when the masses. So I'm just showing it's 5 pages. Guys, there's a lot of content in here. There's like, you know, a whole page and a bit just on the Magna Carta, and then it just goes right down and finishes off here on that 5th page. Alrighty, so that's it, guys. It's up for you to read and decide how you want to appropriate it, but it's all there, it's done for you. You use your discernment on how you want to apply it.